November 41.
All right, y'all, check this out. Today is going to be a very fun day. We got a lot of parts in for the Coupe, and I'm ready to install them. But I'm also, you know me, you guys know me, I'm a paint and body guy. This is a very good spot for me to be able to try to keep it as budget as possible on my end. With that being said, this car needs its first wash. How are we going to do it? Well, let me show you. Let me just show you. Our first wash is going to be with Scotch-Brite on this car, and this is essentially what we're going to use to kind of get the car ready for a primer. Really need some type of degreaser up here, but this should work. Let's see what this looks like. Hell, I don't know. It may look good once we do this. It's a good thing about a car like this one is you don't really have to worry about what you do to it. You just experiment, right? Oh, this is working great right here. Now the lighting is bad out here. A bunch of shadows and light kind of coming in at one time, but look at that. Wow, that hood is jacked up. And see guys, this is why you don't want to clear coat a car like this, in my opinion, because now look at everything that stands out. This hood is jacked up. You don't notice it when it's all dirty and dull. But anyway, it looks really good though. Like, that did a good job. So with that being said, let's go ahead and wash this side of the car. As I sand this, a lot of the red is coming back through the base coat. So that's kind of cool. Getting rid of a lot of this red oxide stuff. Huh, look at that. We got a lot more red showing through now, which looks cool, but also kind of throws me off my game, or I should say my game plan with this car. I didn't expect that. I'm gonna move this thing because it's staining up my concrete, and we'll get it over here in the grass and we'll start back on it in a second, and we'll get us a game plan of how we're gonna proceed forward. Remember I told you guys I was 16 years old trying to build a car. All I got on hand is some red oxide primer. That's all I got. I figure this is what somebody who was young, didn't have a lot of extra cash, this is something that they would do. So, just going around the car and touching up all these areas. And crossing my fingers that it matches. Although we know it won't. But look at the difference though that it makes whenever you go around a car. Even though the colors don't match, right? You know, the difference that it does, it kind of ties it all in. So, there again, this is a very kind of under construction type look here. Speaking of which, we're going to come in and add a little bit to these fenders here because that looks kind of rough. Yeah, I want to cover that up. And basically what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of going around the car and looking at what needs to be touched up. There again, I'm looking at this from a completely different angle than you guys might think. There again, we're not trying to make it perfect. What we're trying to do here is make a car that's somewhat presentable from a 16-year-old perspective. And just we'll go from there with it. But I think it looks kind of cool like that. We'll see. All right, I'll get back with you guys here in a few minutes. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the Coupe inside and install our new carburetor, as some of you may have seen or may not have seen, and also a camshaft. So we're gonna put an Anderson N41 cam in this car today. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get her pulled in and start getting ready to put this cam and new carburetor on. So we got the Coupe in here and we pulled off the timing chain cover. I want to remind y'all of something because I messed up earlier. I was going to go pull the balancer off And man, I'm about to break all the bolts. We're struggling with this, trust me. Come to find out, I left a washer on in front of the balancer. So I pulled the bolt off and left the washer, and your balancer will not come off if you leave the washer. So with that being said, check this out. This timing chain is shot. We have a new one, so that's no issue. Here's what I want to show you. You pretty much can pull your cam out in this configuration. We just swung the alternator out. We do have to pull the distributor, obviously, so we can get the cam out. But you can leave the carburetor on and the intake on to pull this cam out. If you're using these tools right here, will allow you to leave your intake, carburetor, whatever you got on. So that's what we're going to be using. Makes this job really simple, actually. I'm just going to pull the distributor out. And there again, guys, make sure you take note of where your button's pointed. That way, whenever you put it back in, you don't have to worry about your timing or any of that. 1/2 inch. And we do now have a distributor hold down. If you guys are wondering what I use if you don't have a hold down, these are standard threads. Just a big washer and a bolt will hold your distributor in place long enough till you can get a distributor hold down. I'll go ahead and pull this distributor out. Zip. Quit begging.
He can't hip it.
I know. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the valve covers off this thing, and we'll go ahead and slide the cam out and show you just how easy this is to do. We're gonna be using these today. So these kind of work differently depending on the head that you have, but all you're gonna do is push them down through the push rod hole there. Make sure it connects to the lifter and you can hear it. Like that. And then with these, you can just twist them. Actually, you go the other way. So you twist them until that wing nut goes down and locks into that hole. Not tight. You don't want to get it tight because you don't want to pull the magnet off the top of the lifter. Pull up a little bit. And that right there will work. Make sure you don't have any play in it. Move on to the next one, guys. This is the trick here. And the great thing about it is it keeps you from, having to pull your intake off and your carburetor or your, whatever you got, fuel injection. It keeps you from doing that, and then you don't have to worry about leaks when it comes to that one. Put it back together. But anyway, as you can see, put it in, twist it, and that's it, guys. We'll snatch this cam out here in just a second. Get something to bite down on it. Alright? Just pull your cam. Oh, this cam is about shot, buddy. Man. I don't know what this thing came out of.
Look at that.
Alright, and there it is. Let's see what we got. I actually don't know what this is. Yeah, it's stock cam, I guess. Anyway, there's our old camshaft. And I said we were going to pop that other one in immediately.
That's where it's at right there.
Yep, that's it. So those things right there will save you a lot of time. All right, y'all, here we go. We'll pop this cam in. Whoa. This is the Anderson N41 we're popping in. So shout out to Donnie B over at Anderson Ford Motorsport for hooking us up. Back when I was younger, I used to get these cams all the way in with no tool, but no. Oh, did I do it? Yep, I'll be damned. Look at me. I'm still stronger than a son. Andrew.
Strongest bull.
Yeah. So there it is, all right? That's how easy it is. And at this point, you can go ahead and pull these things off. All right. So pull these off right here and you're good to go. All right, y'all, you ready? Let's bust this thing off. We got everything back together. Guys, this is the easiest way to do it. I'm telling you, with these little tap-it tools over there. Andrew, you've used them a few times. They work great.
Yeah, they work good.
There again, the carburetor didn't come off. The intake didn't come off. You saw how easy that was. We don't have water in it yet, so everything could leak, I guess. But other than that, let's go ahead and bust this off. Fergie? We're just going to reach in and touch the key and hope for it.
Something like that.
Church.
Hold on, let's give it a pump. You ready? All right.
Talk to me, baby.
That's my first try too, baby. Get back here behind the flag.
That's great.
I said black.
It's got black wheels though.
Good. Man, look at that.
It does sound good.
Let's get everybody else's reaction. What do you think?
I like it.
Sounds good?
Uh-huh.
That November 41.
November 41?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Sounds good. It sounds almost as good as mine.
I'll be the second one today.
I just put it to say.
I'll be the second one. The damn gray car ran out of gas
That's if
earlier.
you don't put but 50 cents worth of gas.
I
by the time you go
put
to the gas
$10 in it.
Ashtray change, they gonna get you
Yeah.
thing.
Not no more.
station. See, it's a $5 bill gives an energy drink and put the rest on your pump, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'm telling you, you see now, this is the way to do your cam swaps. Get those tappet tools, because here's the main reason why I like these. If you have to pull your intake off, you never know if this thing's going to seal up or not, right? This thing can leak water, it can leak air. The best thing that you can do is leave as many things sealed up as possible. That's why I like those tappet tools. Plus, it's a lot faster, okay? It's absolutely worth it. Now, I know this car doesn't have all the accessories and everything else like other cars do, but it makes it so much easier either way. So,
Use them on my white car and it still made it easy.
a lot easier. So, we're going to go ahead, throw the radiator in this thing and the pulleys, get some water in it, and hopefully we have proper alignment, but I don't know. I doubt it. We'll see.
You're gonna have to add
Even that thing, look. Yeah.
You're gonna have to add subtitles for Andrew's talking.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Look at that. Even the damn alternator is wobbling.
Yeah, you spun it earlier. I was like, uh-oh.
All right, y'all. We've got water in the car. Everything seems to be good. Our belt alignment looks fine. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and swap out carburetors. So let's show y'all what we got. Shout out to the old man's garage, because he's the one that put me up on this right here. So you guys already know what this is. Bam. An ATM carburetor. And the cool thing about them, look, they send you a sheet with your jets, your air bleeds, and all that stuff, right? So that's good information. You don't have to guess about it. It's a nice little gasket. Here it is, nice packaging. There she is. I don't know a lot, and I don't pretend to know a lot about ATM. I know that they have really good carburetors, and I know that basically they were part of Quick Fuel. So as you can see, they got sight glasses on both sides. I think these have the extended bowls. I'm not going to touch anything on the carburetor. The only thing that we do have to do is shorten our fuel log on our old carburetor. The log's too long. I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. But yeah, there it is. Super nice carburetor. We're going to throw this thing on here in just a second. Oh, hold on. Nice. You see that? There's your adjustment for your rear butterflies right there for the rear idle. That's awesome. On my Holly, it's underneath. You have to take the carburetor off to get to it, but you can just adjust it right there. Cool. All right, y'all, we're gonna snatch the carburetor off this thing and go ahead and put the ATM on it and see how she does. Who wants video?
No, you shaky as hell.
0-0 in the first quarter.
We just got the carburetor on, and check this out. I don't know if they can see it, but the bowls, sight glasses are completely even, and that's from the factory. We've not touched it. I've not pumped the carburetor yet, so the bowls are full. So what we're gonna do now, give it a couple pumps. There we go. All right, I'm not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna see if it'll start. What it sounds like. All right, y'all, we got a little bit of a surprise for you. We got a new carburetor on. I don't know if I don't think I finished up with the carburetor. We had to do a little bit of adjusting on it, but overall, the carburetor's pretty good. We got another surprise for you. Check this out. Not Berger. Ooh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna back this thing out, wash the hood off real quick, and see what she looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this hood off real quick, but that's gonna wrap it up tonight. As you can hear, the carburetor's doing real good. I am gonna have to do a little bit of adjustment. Now this carburetor's too big for this car. This is a 750 on a bone stock engine. The only thing it's got is a cam. So I think it'll get a little better once we get a motor in this thing. And don't worry guys, that is coming. But for right now, other than the hood being dirty, ooh, look at that. Check it out. Here's the poop coupe. John, what you think? You like it? Before we go, I do want to show you the new carburetor on here, and we've not adjusted it. It's pretty close, but guys, that's asking a lot out of this carburetor to be adjusted out for a bone stock car, so check it out. That looks good. The old poop coupe just don't deserve that, I'm telling you. All right, y'all. I'm gonna wrap this one up. Catch you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.